What up, Space Fam? Goes in here from AnimeUproar, and I think it's about time for another Demon Slayer video, as we got massive news on Demon Slayer Season 2, and we got important updates on the movie, manga sales, and more, so make sure to stay tuned for this one. If you do enjoy seeing Demon Slayer videos on this channel and want to keep them coming, then show Demon Slayer some love by smashing that like button. If you haven't, be sure to subscribe, and this is crucial, hit that notification bell and select all, or you will miss future Demon Slayer videos. And while you wait for the next season or video to drop, feel free to check out my growing Demon Slayer playlist, where I got videos about all the pillars, all the demon moons, and all the demon slayers, among many more, so make sure to check that out, link in the description. Now without further ado, let's jump into it. So this will be an overall Demon Slayer update video where we look at a number of interesting updates. As you may know by now, Season 2 is not referring to the movie, even though the Demon Slayer Demon Train movie, or Mugen Train movie, is a continuation of the Season 1 TV series. Chronologically, it will go Season 1, the movie, and then Season 2, another TV season. Down the line somewhere, they may break the movie up into multiple episodes for re-airings, but it is kind of funny that you can go from Season 1 to Season 2 and it won't make sense because you're missing the crucial contents of the movie. Nevertheless, I'm super glad that we won't have to wait long for the Entertainment District arc, possibly my favorite in all of Demon Slayer and definitely top 2. But before we break down Season 2 a bit more, let's look at the movie, which was released on October 16th and continued to break record after record. It had the best opening weekend ever in Japanese cinema history and went on to become the highest grossing movie in Japanese theaters ever, beating out both Japanese classics like Spirited Away and classics from the West like Titanic. It's a huge win for us Demon Slayer fans in particular, and for anime fans in general, when you consider that a movie based on a shonen anime series can crush every other movie ever. I keep saying that anime is getting bigger and bigger, and this is definitely a sign of that, and I'm glad to see it. Anime continues to take over the world, and Demon Slayer, one of my favorite series of all time, is definitely a good series to lead the way. Right now, according to Wikipedia, Demon Slayer is significantly ahead of Spirited Away in the Japanese box office, having already grossed 37.49 billion Japanese yen at the time of recording, compared to Spirited Away's 31.68 Japanese yen figure. So that was the Japanese box office, and if we look at the highest grossing anime films worldwide on Wikipedia, Demon Slayer has just passed Spirited Away with a worldwide gross $395.7 million. Considering that it accomplished this during these stay-at-home times and before even releasing here in North America is just mind-blowing. By the way, for my North American peeps, we have been given a vague release date of early 2021, so it should be sooner rather than later, and I'll try to update you guys when I know more about it. I really do want to be a part of this historic moment, especially as a huge Demon Slayer fan, so I plan to go see the movie here in Canada if possible, while taking all of the safety precautions I can, obviously. So that's the situation with the movie. The Mugen Train arc is integral to understanding the story for anime onlys, so you pretty much have to see it before Season 2 comes out. And if you don't see it in theaters, then hopefully it'll be available on Funimation, Crunchyroll, and or Netflix eventually, so the transition to Season 2 can be as smooth as possible. I definitely think that the success of this approach will make other anime series consider making canon movies that serve as mini seasons rather than just making fun extra side stories into movies, as One Piece and many other anime have done. Now let's turn to the Demon Slayer manga sales, something that impresses me just as much as the movie sales. The original run before the anime premiered was 3.5 million copies sold. Not too shabby. But where it gets absolutely crazy is that since the anime premiered, it has sold over 150 million copies overall, meaning it sold about 50 million more than Attack on Titan and 30 million more than Bleach, according to Wikipedia. That's how much difference an anime can make in manga sales. We all know how huge and awesome Attack on Titan is. I cover it on this channel all the time, and when it comes to Bleach, most of us still remember it as being massively popular in its time. It was part of the big three after all. And yet Demon Slayer has crushed it in sales already, despite the fact that Bleach has way more volumes, episodes, and finished back in 2016. Currently, Demon Slayer is the 8th best-selling manga of all time, and I have no doubt it will continue to climb the charts as the movie reaches the rest of the world and the new seasons continue to drop. Keep in mind, it accomplished all of this with just one season and a movie that most of us in the West haven't even gotten to see yet. According to Oricon, in 2020, Demon Slayer was by far the best-selling manga, having sold 82.3 million copies, while second place was Kingdom with 8.25 million, and third was One Piece with 7.7 million copies sold. To put this insane number into perspective, according to a useful Reddit post I'll link below, One Piece, the best-selling manga of all time, had its best sales year in 2011 when it sold almost 38 million copies, so less than half of what Demon Slayer sold in 2020. One Piece's ongoing has sold over 480 million copies overall and has 98 volumes compared to Demon Slayer's 23 volumes, so One Piece is still the GOAT in terms of sales. But that doesn't make all of this any less mind-blowing for Demon Slayer. And honestly, at this point, there's no telling where Demon Slayer sales will be when the anime finally finishes airing all of its seasons. For all these reasons, I think a sequel or spin-off is inevitable, whether the original mangaka works on it or whether we have a kind of Boruto sequel where another mangaka takes over, but uses the Demon Slayer world to work in. The fact remains, Shonen Jump loves popularity and sales and keeps manga going in its weekly magazine based on popularity. So there's no way this is the end of the Demon Slayer world, despite the fact that the original manga run finished in 2020. That's my view at least, and the crazy thing is, when this sequel or spin-off eventually comes out, it will fuel even more sales of the original manga. So we do have a potentially never-ending cycle of hype for Demon Slayer. With all this popularity, it's no surprise that we got news of a new season, Season 2, which will cover the Entertainment District arc. Another crazy thing to consider is that despite the popularity of the first season, the story gets much better with this season in my view. The first season continues to trend daily on Netflix, who were very wise to get it on their platform. You never know when seasons are going to drop on Netflix, but at least in Japan, the second season of Demon Slayer has been confirmed for 2021, aka for this year. There's no set date, but hopefully we get the movie here in the West in the first half of 2021, and then we'll be ready to watch the second season during the summer or fall season. So as I mentioned, this is one of my favorite arcs, and we will get much better acquainted with the Sound Pillar, we will meet new interesting demon villains, and there will be epic fights, including power upgrades. Now I will go into the trailer and probably mention some light spoilers at this point, so if that bothers you, feel free to click away right now. So in the trailer, we get a taste of the Entertainment District arc. We see a moving sash and a beautiful but sinister looking woman. The controlled sashes are actually part of her demon powers. Her name is Daki, and she is very, very attractive in the manga, so I hope that they do her beauty justice in the anime. Arguably one of the most attractive characters in manga, but maybe that's just me. As I mentioned, we will also get significant power upgrades for key characters, so you can look forward to that, as well as seeing what the Sound Pillar is like and how powerful he truly is. We'll also get to meet his wives, and they're all great, so you can look forward to that. And that's probably all I'm going to cover here. I don't want to give too much away or tell you how the arc ends in case you didn't read it yet, but I am here to pump you up and tell you it will be absolutely amazing, and I'm so glad that the same incredible studio, UFO Table or UFO Table or whatever the correct pronunciation is, I'm so glad they are back to make it. This is going to be so epic, and if you just can't wait to find out more about the new season, you can watch some of our videos like every demon moon and their powers explained and every pillar ranked from weakest to strongest, which will most likely answer most of your questions. Links to those are in the description, but that is it for this video. Let me know in the comments how excited you are, how you feel about Demon Slayer, and if you have any other interesting news or questions about this epic story. If you do enjoy seeing Demon Slayer videos on this channel and want to keep them coming, then the best thing you could do is smash that like button, show Demon Slayer some love, and absolutely destroy it. If you haven't, be sure to subscribe, and this is crucial, hit that notification bell and select all, or you will miss future Demon Slayer videos. And while you wait for the next season or video to drop, feel free to check out my growing Demon Slayer playlist, where I got videos about all the pillars, all the demon moons, and all the demon slayers, among many more topics, so make sure to check that out, link in the description. And I especially want to thank the Patron squad over on Patreon and here on YouTube who helped make videos like this one possible. First and foremost, I want to thank the Patron of Legend, the one acknowledged by Lord Twigo himself, and the most donated champion of the world, Alpha Sigma, and are the 1-tier patrons, the ones who stand atop all clans, Ingrata, The World, Acquire Respect, Bate, Hefa, Liam Thompson, Al Jatal, Dr. Cortman, Johnny Boy Draws, Emperor Otaku, Spidey Life Tanel, Baked Buddhist, and Tungsten Tarkus. And our Pro Hero tier patrons, the one and only Gilgamesh Steelers, Angel Cruz, Anatoly Kazatsky, Joe Stanton, Barry Gucci, Jessica Kayla Vaughn, Rathuende Aura, Alicia Actor, Bonnie Parks, Hinokami and Water, The Red Haired Raven, Joanne Garcia, Jack Watches Anime, Fatboy Games, Ted No Ted, Deadly Saint, Matthew Cruz, and Anthony Schreiber. Thank you all so much. If you do enjoy our work, you can support more of it by going over to patreon.com/AnimeUproar and becoming a patron today for as little as $1. If you do so, you'll get your name featured in future videos alongside these amazing epic people right here, and you'll even get access to our private patron-only Discord where we talk about anime, life, waifus, and of course, dank memes. So check out patreon.com/AnimeUproar. Link to that is in the description if you're interested. You can also join the YouTube channel by clicking that blue join button next to the subscribe button that you've hopefully already clicked. So yeah, you can support more content that way if you prefer. Whichever way you choose to support us, you can get the same great benefits. Thanks again, and until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys.